holding the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
No, check, Patriot! Set, blue 90!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard. Line.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in an envelope. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They're going to look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
The give is to Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adam Shaheen, 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Brait, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A give to Bell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. And the first play will be a field goal try. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught, left side, Bennett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And
he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3-19! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone!
Here's Bell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and 4.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So the Patriots coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. To Michel on the dump off. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Ah!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All right, here we go.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On second down, Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
The give, this is Michelle, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That one looks like he'll throw here. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time,